So therefore, tonight is Tuesday as we continue to leave the launch pad, and we're going to do a brief overview of our online marketing system. And then we're going to get into some nuts and bolts about what you need to be doing and kind of like more importantly, where your mind needs to be. Tonight, I'm going to come from when I speak, you know, Anita's going to speak as well, but when I speak, I'm going to be talking about where you should be like kind of psychologically and mentally because it's a new task. It's new for everyone. And so you got to go ahead and have that right attitude about stuff so you can get to the right altitude, if you know what I mean. So this is the CCF Dream Team online marketing system. I put this slide here for the call schedule because when we're plugged in vis-a-vis connected to the source of the information, then you're just going to have a better opportunity to understand everything and get to your desired destination. So while I say sometimes that it's not important per se that you're on every call, but it may be for you. It may be that you should be on every single call. Do whatever you have to do to be plugged in to get the information that you need. You know, most of us are on every call anyway, so don't be scared of the calls, right? And remember that if you can't get on a call or if you have a team member that cannot get on a call, then we record them and we also have them available on Zoom. And so this is my commercial break right here for Zoom. Everybody needs to reach out personally to your team members and ask them to, while you're on the phone, go to ccfdreamteam.com, our website, scroll down, find the YouTube, subscribe to YouTube, the button that Angelina put there. She oversees the website, and go to YouTube and subscribe. Our subscription rate has dropped off onto YouTube, and we need to correct that. That's one of the systems that we're using to get to where we're trying to go. So please reach out personally and call your team members and ask them to subscribe to YouTube while you're on the phone. All right, next slide is bam. So this online marketing system that we're going to talk about tonight is the sister to the offline marketing system, and you need both systems to have a full system. In marketing, there's two sides. There's the online and the offline. We have done extremely well as Dream Team members with our offline marketing efforts over the last 8 months or so. I mean, really, really good. We've accomplished a lot of things. We learned a lot of things, and we kind of solidified some of our systems on what to do and how to do it when we use our offline marketing. But now, this being our effort to go to the final frontier, if you would, is the online marketing effort. Equally as important, but exponentially more impactful just from the sheer nature of how many people will see our information. So although you're kind of learning something new, like I said, psychologically, don't look at it that way at all. It is a big, monstrous system, sort of, but really it's not, right? And that just means that your direct involvement to what we have to do to be successful is really minimal, which is part of the reason why we chose the royalty platform, because of its artificial intelligence capabilities that took about 80 to 90% of the things that you would have had to do, you no longer have to do because it does it for you. That's very significant. So the royalty platform that's the main reason why we chose that platform, because it takes the work out of our hands and makes it automated. And then the My Lead Generating System is the second part of our online marketing system. That's a total separate online marketing strategy, right? A lot of people will just use like a royalty platform or something like that to work online. And then another mindset of people who use online marketing would use only the lead generating system. The lead generating system is when somebody, we're a company, like we could literally bring leads into our system and we could sell leads, right? Because we're exposing so many people. But that's what other big companies do for us. They have a whole marketing business strategy and plan, and a business marketing strategy to bring people in that are interested in a home-based business or earning income from home. And yes, of course, our crowdfunding platform. And so we buy leads from them on the My Lead Generator system. We buy them from them, the people who want to earn some cash from home. And then we put those leads into our royalty platform so that they will have the highest exposure rate, right? Because there's a right and a wrong way to do things. And with the royalty, we're on the right side of that. And so when we put leads, somebody who wants information, into the royalty platform, they're getting the best quality of information at the right rate of information. Like our autoresponders are 1 a day. So let's continue on. The social media platforms, we have them. We're going to choose to delay engaging robustly with our social media platform that comes with the royalty. It's a part of our royalty platform, but we haven't done a lot to kind of turn it on, if you would. We haven't started to engage a lot with our social media right now, but we will optimize everything that royalty is offering us. But we're just doing it incrementally, step by step. Zoom video, that's what we're on right now. We'll continue to use that. Email autoresponders, I mentioned that for a moment. That's what I'm pretty sure in the last maybe 2, maybe 3 days, I'm sure that Anita's probably put about 24 to 35 hours or so into the autoresponders so that you won't have to. The rest of the team, she's doing all the hard work to make sure that when we give it to you, it just looks like a bite-sized piece of candy, right? But understand there's a ton of work that went on behind that. You know, many hours of conversation, and you know, Angelina started it off, and then I got involved, and then Anita took it over, and here we go. So when you get this product, it's going to be, I believe it's going to be checked and rechecked, and I think you're going to love it. The YouTube channel, that was my commercial break, and I'm going to ask you again, please directly call your team members. Ask your team members to go to ccfdreamteam.com, scroll down, hit the YouTube link from that location. Don't have them go to YouTube on their own because they might not get to the right link. Have them go to our website and then subscribe. Let me just ask you real quick. We're going to take a break here. Can I count on you to get 3 or 4 more people a piece to sign up for our YouTube channel? Can I get a yes or amen or something? A head nod? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I need to
hear from you, sir.
Thank you very much. We need to do that, guys, because we haven't done it in the last week or 2. Okay.
Yeah, Sherry from Hyattsville. Yes.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you so much.
Jeff Cohen is typing yes in the chat.
Yes. Okay, got it. So the last thing is the web page. What I just mentioned. This web page is really unique, guys. It's not a web page as you traditionally may think of a web page. It's actually a capture page, but it was the best platform for us to use to put the small bite-sized pieces of information that we wanted to put in a video. So we got 3.5 minute, 4.5 minute, 2 minute, all kind of small videos. The pastor's call is at the top of the page. Once we get the recording from Mondays, we put it at the top of the page so people can get there and see that. But that was literally by design. It took a lot of conversation and decision making to determine that we would use that platform. And I'm glad that we did, because now that we're doing the lead generating, we have integrated the website into our autoresponder in a very strategic manner that you'll see once Anita explains the 7 autoresponders. And it really kind of multiplied our abilities to really capture another. Hello? Oh, I thought somebody was saying something. It really enhanced our abilities to do more when we use our website. So next to the last page right here, guys, most of you should be aware of this right here, but I want to make it clear real quickly that we had determined that 15 people per team would be the team, that the amount of people that we would use to implement the online marketing strategy and efforts, because 8 of those 15 people are just financial contributors, and then 7 are directly involved with receiving leads, and 3 of those 7 are overseeing the system. So we're literally over 100 people on the Dream Team are working together to do the online marketing, and I just think that's amazing. That's so awesome right there. And so $60 a piece, one time out of pocket, think of it similarly as $37 one time out of pocket as we fund our cash crowdfund system. Everybody comes on board, contributes at least $37 to get everything started. Here's the same way, $60 a piece, one time out of pocket. $167 from the $900 for one royalty platform, because only one royalty platform is needed per 15 people. So I know earlier we had some little confusion about, well, how many systems do we buy? It's one per team. And we currently have 7 teams that are in operation with this system. We chose the 167 because of the robustness of the royalty system. It gives us some more capabilities than the lower $87 system or the higher $327 system. We found a sweet spot at 167. And then so $200 represents 50,000 exposures, which means that 50,000 people, when you pay for that, are guaranteed to see your information. It doesn't mean they're going to click on it. It doesn't mean that they're a lead. It means they're going to be exposed. So watch this mindset right here. We don't care about leads, like the leads I'm going to show you, 30,000 leads coming in. We don't care that they're a lead or not a lead. We don't care if they're exposure, not exposure. The lowest common denominator of people seeing our information is an exposure. We want the most amount of exposures that we can get so that we can do a ratio. And we're doing our number crunching from exposure, not lead. Typically, a lead may produce a higher rate of return in your conversion, maybe, and more than what an exposure would do. But we did all our calculations on an exposure rate. And that might sink into some of you later, and most of you probably got it now. So those $420 pays for 7 people to receive their leads, and the leads will be dumped into royalty again, because we want those leads, the strength of the lead to also be an exposure, right? So we're counting the leads really as an exposure once again, because we're putting them into the royalty system. Remember, leads, typically people will work leads by themselves without any type of royalty system or anything else like that. They'll just buy leads, send the leads information, and try to convert the lead to join their team. We're going to do that and also put them into the royalty for a double exposure, a double effort, if you would, so that we can enhance our abilities to have a conversion. And then, so that's 30,000 leads a month per team. And so therefore on the Dream Team, that's 210,000 exposures for a Dream Team, 7 times 30 is that's where I got the 21 from. And then lastly, to tie everything together is the radio advertisement. Each team will contribute $100 from their original $900, and that will get us 70 commercials a month, 15 and 30 seconds per commercial on an online internet radio station. Therefore, they're in all of our cities. But more importantly, we get to take the link from the radio station and put it on our autoresponders, and then we'll be able to expose, and the people who see our information, they will have a third-party validation built in, because the radio station is independent of Cash Crowdfund, independent of the Dream Team. It's third-party, but we're tying them together, so when somebody go to check on the information, they feel stronger about the validity of the information that we're giving to them because it's on the radio, right? And here's a little cherry on top. We have members sitting in our organization right now that are inactive and maybe disillusioned, maybe non-belief of what we're doing, or all kind of things that will cause them not to be engaged directly with what we're doing. And so what we're doing is taking all of those individuals that are already on our teams and exposing them to the information again through the royalty. Again, they become an exposure. But check out the strength of this type of exposure. They've already made the decision to join your team. They're already on the Dream Team. But now they get this high-speed, high-resolution information in a systematic manner, and they might say, wow, let me get back involved again, or let me forward this email that I just received to my cousin or friend or coworker, because now I can get that person to join my team. So the whole idea behind placing the members that are already on the team into the royalty is for another exposure opportunity for them, because something's making them not, join forces with us, and maybe it's because they're unclear on the information or just whatever it may be. And so we're going to use royalty for all that it offers and let our members be exposed to it. And here's the last thing about that. So then we want to ask our members that are already on the team, can you provide us with a bunch of emails that you already have? Again, it's all about the exposure. So I just put a round number there instead of 100, because if 100 members on the team provided 100 emails, and that's 10,000. And that's just, that could happen per team. I know Anita and I was talking how together we got about 1,000 emails, that we can put into the system. That's just two of us. And I know Angelina, she's not big on the email, but she got a lot on the social media. So in her phone. So I know that her too can also grab emails, and she told me today she got a whole bunch more that she's going to add. And so we're just going to take the emails, place them into the royalty so people can get exposed, and it'll help our conversion rate. And so we did all that massive exposure, and then we put the less than the appropriate expectation of a return or a conversion. And so here at the bottom, it says you can expect a minimum conversion rate of 1 out of 1,000. That's equivalent to 1/10 of 1%. 1% of 100,000 is 1,000. I mean, we're saying we want to convert 100. And I do believe, obviously, that we'll do more than 100 per team, but I just wanted to get those low round numbers so that I can get more of you guys to buy into what we're talking about here. And let me tell you why 100 is so significant before I go to the final slide. Yeah, we're doing good. That 100 is the amount that you need to complete a 15 archive wheel structure. And I know that's kind of a foreign concept to some of you, but if you look at the training slides that we provide all the time, and you see what 15 archive wheels will do, it's a self-sustaining structure that when it hits a wheel, when it hits a level rather, when it hits like the $250 level, for an example, because that's the first time you should have yours formed. By the time you finish the 25, the 50, the 100, and then you go to the 250 for the first time, you should have 15 archive completed wheels. And when you do, it's 127 people total. When it goes to the 250, all 15 people on the lead wheel will archive their individual wheel, meaning that all 15 people will receive the 8 contributions at the $250 level. That's extremely powerful. And that's what all that we're doing right now, everything that we've done, everything that we're doing now, what our hopes and expectations are is that we complete a 15 archive wheels. So when we go to the next level, all 15 people on your wheel will all receive all 8 donations of the level that you have just ascended to. So just imagine that for a second when you get to the $1,000 wheel. All 8 people receive all 8 of their $1,000 donation. And by then, that's in the same day. It's an extremely efficient system, and I need for everybody to kind of understand that's what we're doing. Okay, last slide. There's a couple of videos that I would like for people to really be familiar with and understand, so that when we have conversations about it, you'll have a baseline of knowledge. That's what all the videos are for. We provide a bunch of small videos, we create videos, we do this, we do that. It's all designed to give you or your, I'll call them your prospect, or your next member that may join your team, is to give them a baseline of understanding, so that when we talk to them, we can come from a perspective of a higher level of understanding. So please use the videos, please share the videos, and even the ones that we use just to get people to understand what we're doing in Cash Crowd Fund, use the videos to help you with that. If you don't understand how the wheel goes, there's a 3.5-minute video on how the wheel works. Watch that a couple of times and then get on the phone with somebody that can explain it deeper, and you'll have a better experience in learning. Okay, any questions before we transition over and allow Anita to give a little bit of training? Any questions, you can just unmute yourself.
There you
go. Okay, everybody good? Let me scroll down, see if I can see anybody. Okay, Mike Bowden. Okay, got you, sir. G.
Mike, this is Pastor Summers.
Yes, sir.
The question is, okay, you're talking about the royalty platform, and you said it's about 7 that's already there. How do I get, I guess, how did I get the leads, or who do I go to? I understand I'm supposed to be underneath of Jeff. So am I supposed to talk to him to see how this supposed to go?
Yes, sir. You are on that team, and therefore with Jeff, and you may or may not be one of the 7 people who are going to be receiving leads. Bruce and Jeff and myself and all that will help to structure that. But just to kind of put a button on that, the people that receive the leads, their only job is to grab the leads and put them into the royalty, or grab the leads and send them to the team administrators, the 3 people that are over top of the whole thing, and then they'll put them into the royalty. So there's no big deal with the leads.
Well, would I get a notice by email or text or something?
We're gonna train on it. You know how we do. We're gonna make sure you fully understand. If you are a person receiving leads, you're gonna know everything about that before you even get signed up to receive them. And you may or may not be the one who is actually receiving them.
All
We
right.
got you. We got
Okay.
you, so. All right. Anybody else? Okay. So go ahead, Anita. You can take.
Tell Pastor Summers I'll give him a call this evening or tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it.
I'll call you, Pastor.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Okay, then Anita, you can take over the screen. Do I need to stop it? Hold on.
But it's going to stop you, it says, so.
Okay. Can you get it now?
I'm trying.
Okay.
Can y'all see my screen?
It said, yes, we can.
My email is open.
Yes.
That's not what I want. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, I was ready for this. I don't know what happened. I had everything open. Okay, I'm gonna talk you through this right quick.
I don't like your microphone. You keep doing that in and out thing.
That's because I try to sit back and relax a little bit, and I guess I'm too far away from it. Okay, so what can you see on my screen here?
Right now, I got the Zoom meeting
Okay.
and sign in.
Under scripts. Like I said, I sent all of this out to everybody today. If you didn't get it, send me an email at anita.king72@yahoo, and I'll email it to you if you didn't receive it. They're all going to be the same. The subject line for each one is going to determine what they are. Subject line 1 is crowdfunding done right, and it's a 3-minute video that shows, I think Tanisha and Gabby did it, just explaining what crowdfunding is. There's a 7-minute video of President Obama doing the JOB Act. We also added the annual gift tax exclusion to gift tax act exclusion to this video. And the second subject, the second email is easy to earn funds for any cause. And of course, all this is self-explanatory, which explains the funding for your next cause or project. And then this would be whatever your team name is, like ours says Team One Dream. It's a 10-minute video. Then the next one is do not postpone your dreams any longer. Glad you have indicated you are interested in our program by leaving your information. At this point, we have a 1-minute video from Master Trainer Michael, and then we have a button that's going to refer them to the CCF Dream Team website. When they get to the CCF Dream Team website, they're going to be instructed to scroll down and click complete the bottom portion, which has—
Okay, hold on, Anita. Hold on, ma'am. Excuse me. Yeah, since it's kind of skipping a little bit on your voice, let me say that part over because that's kind of critical. I can hear you, but it is kind of broken up. Okay, so go back to number 3, please. Right there. Listen, guys, this is important. What we decided to do was a triple opt-in. That means that when we get to finally communicate with the person who's interested in what we have, they have said yes 3 times, right? Because we're dealing with so many people. Now, we don't lose anybody, right? Because once they leave their email and stuff, we have it. But as far as talking with them and really directly engaging with them, it'll be once they come into the royalty platform. That's the first time. The second time is right here, though. We get to use our CCF Dream Team website, which has a bunch of videos on it, but it also has the capture page. And then when we scroll down, when they put their information in, it's going to go to a location that we get to communicate with them for a third time. And the third opt-in is saying, hey, here is an inviter name. Go to go to cashcrowdfund.com, use this inviter name, and leave your information. Once we receive that information, now we know they're really serious because they done left their information a couple of times, and we have a prepared email to give them once they get there. Okay, back to you, Mel.
Okay. And the fifth subject line is any additional questions. It says this presentation will clarify Team One Dream's crowdfunding strategy. This is where we show them the 8-page presentation, which is a 4-minute video. I see a typo here. And we're going to give them the link back to the CCF Dream Team capture page again. Then number 5 is we can do this together. It's your team name has developed a very robust offline marketing strategy. Please feel free to call or text me. So this, like on our team, is Michael Irvin and then his phone number. And then they'll see the 1-page presentation. When we get to 6, it's like subject line is let's tell the world. And it says your team has developed a very robust online marketing strategy. Please call and here. Wait, where is it? The offline. Under the offline strategy, I must have accidentally deleted it here, but this is where they're going to see the 4x6 presentation card and the 1-page presentation. So it's on the print screens, which I also sent, but I'm going to add this back in here, resend it out. Sorry, I was working real hard to get this done by tonight. I accidentally made a typo there.
Let me say something right here, Nita, because that's pretty good too, and only because your voice still kind of skipping in a little bit. But check it out, everybody. This is the like the Word document that has this on there, but all this information goes into the royalty, and you get to kind of shape it up a little bit more. You can do left and right and center spacing and bolding stuff up and all that. So this is the information, but it gets transferred into the royalty platform and goes out 1 a day for 7 days as the autoresponder. And if you didn't hear, I'm sorry, one more thing. If you didn't hear what she said about the 4x6 cards, we're also showing them, the offline marketing strategy that we have as well. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and the other thing is that's what these numbers are. Like number 6 is actually what's going to go out on the 6th day of the autoresponders, in case I didn't explain that. And this one is where we send them back and we ask them to click on the YouTube video. And this is online marketing 3-minute video. I wish I could sign in and show you. And then 7 is welcome to our community, and it's got our weekly call schedule. I'm going to make that one correction, but I'm going to see, can I do this right quick so you all can actually see my screen. Can you still see me, Michael?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. So I can't type.
.com. Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Okay. Here we go. I don't know why I did that. There we go. Royalty right there. I'm going to log in. Come on. It should auto-fill too. Yep, log in. Now I'm going to be able to show you what it's actually going to look like. So you click on our email campaigns. In the training document, I show you it all, put them all in one. But it says main, so I know it's my main one. And when I open it up, these are all of the royalty campaigns. This is what goes out immediately, the very first email they see. This way you can see how it actually looks. And there's the 3-minute video. Then there's President Obama. There's the annual gift tax exclusion. So I just wanted to let you guys see what it actually looked like. Michael, do you remember what number it was for the offline?
Yeah, probably number 5. I was gonna say leave it there for a second. Go to number 5.
Okay.
Probably date 5.
5. That's it.
So
No, that's the online marketing.
so 4.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is that your main admin is going to be the one to input all of this like I did, and I'll be available for any questions.
Now, let me say this real quick too.
There you go. See
So
it?
when you get the Word document with all this information on it, all you're going to be doing is cutting or copy and pasting it into the royalty system.
Right.
So, you know,
The only thing,
go
you
ahead.
just have to make sure you change your team name so Team One Dream won't get all of your leads.
Right.
So that's real important. But I wanted you to actually see this is how it is. And on the document that I sent out, I made a note. You cannot use a right-click paste on your mouse. Anytime you want to paste in royalty, you have to use Control V. And that threw me off forever. So I made it as a note for you guys. So I'm going to come out of this and briefly show you the other document I created, which is here and here. So this is the setting up in royalty. So as you can see, I'm not going to go line by line. I actually did print screens and where you insert what, every single email campaign. And then at the very bottom, I gave you like a list of rules to follow. Somewhere, I guess. Yeah, rules to follow. These things will help you because these are the things I ran into myself that drove me nuts. So please make sure you read these parts and take heed to them. It's a lot of information. We just went over real briefly, but you all are going to receive it. I'm only sending it to the online marketing people because if I send this out to the whole community, me and Michael wouldn't be able to handle all the phone calls.
Because everybody be calling.
Right.
So we are going to send it to those 21 people, 3 people per team, and all that good stuff. And we're going to go ahead and I was considering, Bruce, having another call on tomorrow and obviously on Thursday, and then again on Friday, just to be available to answer the team members' questions. And we wouldn't go over the briefing, but we'll just be going over the implementation of this information. I don't know if we need it or not, but if you guys call and tell me
I think that'd be a good idea.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so when do we want to do that?
Yeah, so tomorrow at the same time, 7:30. No, as you were, I'm sorry, Wednesday is midweek service, so we have to go later on Wednesday, and then, you know, so on Thursday we'll integrate that like right after we do our Thursday call, and then we'll do Friday. So we just got to talk about it some more with the times for that, Bruce.
Can I have a quick question?
Yes, sir.
For those of us that are going to be inputting this information in the royalty, is there a way that you could just get us, because I think it's just 3 from every team.
Right.
If you could just have a training just with us.
We are.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we plan, not everybody.
Right, because I did take a look at, you know, everything you sent me in the email.
Mm-hmm.
And I would rather, you know, since you have already done it, especially when you're saying, you know, you can't copy, you have to use Control V and whatever. I would rather just go over it so you can just kind of show me how you did it. I think that would be very beneficial for those that have to put it in the system.
So we can do it tomorrow, but I have to go to church on Wednesday night. So
how about Friday?
Just let us know. Yeah, let us know when you're available so we can.
How about Friday?
Friday,
Yes,
Coach
Friday.
Pelham, that's fine.
Yeah, I like the way that back office look. I want mine to look just like that one.
You like it? Thank you. Thank you.
I want my back office just like that. And if we could just
Thank you. Thank you.
and show all of us how to step by step put every last one of those things in
Okay, I
in
can
our
do
email
that.
campaign. That's what I want. Just
Yeah.
like the way you got yours.
So let me say this too. So, throughout the day, right, we don't have to wait till the evening or whatever. We could definitely, if you want to schedule some time, but it needs to be your whole team though. I want to kind of get away from just one person, asking the question. Try to get one other or both of your other teammates there and then schedule some time and we'll take 30 minutes and talk about something on Zoom.
Right. So yeah, and I would appreciate it if it would be the admins that are actually going to input with the team leader, because those are the ones that call me on a regular basis with questions. So we can do this as a team and get it done. Michael, I cannot get back to the full screen to unshare my screen. I don't know what I did.
Let me see what I can do.
Or can you email me all those videos that you just had? And I'll probably try to figure it out by there anyway, but I still
did.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Coach Pelham,
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
that was you. Yeah, I sent them to you.
I just sent you my new email just in case you don't have it. dnjtravel@yahoo.com.
Oh, no, that's not where I sent it. I sent it to Coach Pelham. So let's see
Oh,
here.
that thing crowded with all kind of junk. That's why I cleaned that one out and got a new one. dnjtravel@yahoo.com is just for cash crowd only.
Okay. That's good to know.
Okay, so let me say this as we get ready to conclude for tonight. I need you to be of the right mindset. Please don't adopt the mindset that, oh, this is a lot of stuff. This is crazy. I'm stressing. Just,
It's not.
later for all that, okay? We got this, and all you got to do is just let us know what you're trying to do, and we'll show you step by step. That's what we're here for. That's our responsibility. That's our job. That's what we do. So I'm saying to you that we need to take today, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, and all teams need to be done by Friday. Make it a goal. That's the next, what's that, like 3-4 days? We're available for you in the daytime, in the afternoon, in the evening. So make it a goal to click onto the information that was sent to you, kind of get an understanding as best you can, and then call us so that we can walk you through step by step. That's okay. You get to do that. All right?
Michael, can I address Jeff one time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Jeff. I just didn't put in the offline marketing cards, and I had one typo. That's the only correction. So I will have to resend it because I didn't include the online marketing 4x6 cards.
Yeah.
And
cool.
I'll send yours like I did earlier. That worked for you, right? With the DOC doc? Jeff?
No, he probably chatting.
Okay, I'll call him.
Yeah, he's probably in the chat room.
Okay.
Mike Bolton, you cool, man?
Yes, man. I've got 5,500 leads ready to put in the system. So they're all in my CSV file.
Did you just say 5,500?
5,500.
Wow.
That's why I'm not going to join lead gen because I have those leads and I actually got those from lead gen. I already have a lead gen account. I can activate it anytime, but I'm going to work these 5,500 first. Plus, I've got more leads. That's just some of what I have. So I'm ready to dump them in the system.
Yep, it's all about this.